Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is pretty much a game from the 90s, but now. It's a Castlevania game with all the serial numbers filed off because the guy who made it made some of the best Castlevania games that came out, and then they stopped letting them make them because they weren't making any money, which is fair, I suppose. But it's an action platformer. You jump on platforms, you navigate environments that have things you can't get to just yet, but you'll be able to get to them later. You break open things to get money.
This device was...
Yep. There's a story, you know, nobody really cares about that. Crucially, there are lots and lots of monsters to kill. And sometimes they'll drop things, and you can use those things to upgrade your character. Or to get tomatoes. Also useful. As you kill things, you level up, you get improved stats. There's a whole variety of equipment you can use, like you can equip armor, accessories, hats. Hats also change the appearance of your character in-game, which is nice because it also updates for cutscenes. But it's very much an old-school Castlevania game. There are a variety of movement upgrades to get. As you murder things, you get occasionally their soul, which lets you use their powers, which I'm hoping will actually happen so I can show it off in real time during the review. But if you don't have full mana, then breaking open lamps will give you mana to recharge your abilities, which is what you use for attacks such as your bouncing ball of water you start the game off with. And as you murder things and get their shards, getting multiples of them will upgrade those powers. You'll find save rooms which have this awesome looking thing behind the chair to let you save your game and recharge your health. Every weapon type also has some hidden abilities. So there we go, we got a power from this guy. A flame cannon, which launches a fireball in the direction you aim with the right stick. So for instance here, we can light the fuse on the cannon, making a hole. Now we can progress. And that's basically the game. Like, there's bosses to fight as you progress. You find treasure chests which have things in them. Like stuff like bronze and sugar are used to do stuff like cook meals that give you stat bonuses, or to craft new weapons. There's a huge weapon tree. Like, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to back out here in a second and just show off the weight game stuff. Because the game itself starts off quite slow, but as you accelerate towards the end game, you start getting ridiculous amounts of power. You've kind of seen how the general gameplay is. You jump on platforms, you murder things, you get their loot, it makes you stronger, it means you can murder things better. You level up, you get stuff from them. Yeah, it's pretty simplistic. So let's go back to title screen, and we're going to load up a late game save. Because this game is taking me about 20 hours to finish. You could probably finish it in about maybe 12 or so if you spent a lot less time grinding than I did. But I enjoyed spending time upgrading my character. Like, it's very quick to load screens to be able to refresh bad guys, to kill them over and over again to get their stuff. And it kind of tickles a little OCD itch in the back of my brain, which makes me want to make my character as strong as I possibly can. So let's load into one of my late game saves that has actually finished the game. Because of course once you finish the game you can still explore the castle to upgrade characters, complete the map, stuff like that. So I'm not going to show off the full map because I don't want to spoil some of the places it goes, but I do want to show off some of the cool powers you get because it gets really good. We can also show off the crafting tree. This guy here at home base will let you craft new items from materials, and you can make a lot of different weapons. A lot of different weapons. There's also different ammo types for guns, hats, armors, accessories, scarves, crystals that you can actually make from other crystals. And then there's a whole aspect of cooking, where you have to find recipe books inside the castle, craft and create ingredients, and then use them to make food. Because then the first time you eat those foods, it'll boost your stats, as you can see in the bottom left. So like if I make some fornius and garlic, I'll get smarter, because eating fish makes you smarter. You can also enhance the powers you get from various demons, which is what I'd spend a lot of my time doing, which is why I've got a lot of rank 9 things here, and give me significant boosts to my stats. Gonna have to just trim past that a little bit of dialogue there, a little bit of spoiler. But yeah, you get stuff like a high jump, you get double jumps, you get the ability to straight up invert your gravity so you can fly in the ceiling, and you get stuff like accelerators to let you run faster through areas you've already been. I've got an auto loot, so like when I kill things, it picks things up inside the circle. It gets ridiculous, what I'm saying. And I love it. You become incredibly overpowered in a variety of different ways, but the game will let you break it in as many different ways as you like. Like, there's no one way to play the game. Like, you can fire a bunch of arrows from your hand to murder things, or you can summon a giant hellhound to basically nuke the screen. Or there's freeze rays, there's holy beams that come down from the sky, there's auto-tracking lightning bolts, or there's even things that just straight up let you turn your character into other characters. So yeah, Bloodstained is great. I highly recommend playing it through. If you have any nostalgia for the old Castlevania games at all, then this is pretty much the perfect game for you. If you've none, and you haven't played a Castlevania, it's a really good entry point to start with, and I wholeheartedly recommend buying it, even at full price. Thanks for watching.